my loves. Hello. Come in. Hello, my loves. Come on, guys, and talk to me. I miss y'all. It's been a minute, y'all. So come in. It's been a minute since I've done live. So y'all come on and let's talk about it. As you all know, keep it real. All that. Come in. Say hey to me so I can know y'all who is in here. Because I really want to talk to you. Because I miss y'all for real. Miss y'all for real. Hey. How has everyone been? It has been, like I say, a minute. Can't remember when was the last time I did a live like this. It's been about a month or so. It's been about a month since I've done a live like this. So, since I did not record a video this week and I did not want to leave everyone without a video, why not go live? Make sure you share, make sure you comment. Let's see. Come in, guys. All right. Come on. All right. Guys, come in. So, there has been a lot going on with The Complete Woman and my podcast and everything. If you guys have not been, please go to YouTube and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page, which is Latoya Kight. And that's where I upload all of my videos. Everything that I do now is uploaded strictly to YouTube, and I'm still working on my podcast platform because something happened with that I was uploading them to that, but something's going on with my computer. Technology is crazy, right? However, so just make sure you're following me, make sure you're subscribing to stuff, make sure you know all of the things that you loved about me on live, they will be there on YouTube as well. So, you know, experience that. Come and be a part of that too, you know, and it doesn't take long to support and watch. You know, you may not want to watch the whole entire video, but you may watch some and it may make you sick. Hey, who knows, you know? So, like I said, just go to YouTube, make sure you're following, make sure you're catching all the videos I did before. I just did a grief series with some people. If you're dealing with grief, if you're dealing with a loss, make sure you go and you check that out, because I had some really good conversations with some people who have experienced loss on levels that a lot of us would never know or understand. So if you need help coping with that, go check that out. But again, go to YouTube, Latoya Kight. So as my topic says, don't despise small beginnings. Now, I came up with that topic and I said that because, hi, Angelica. Hello. Hi. I put that that topic up because I was watching a old live that I did. It came up in my memories. Y'all know how the Facebook memories do. So it came up in my memories and I was watching that live, and you know, honestly, y'all already know I'm gonna be transparent, I'm gonna be real about everything. Honestly, a lot of times I look at stuff and I look at people and I look at what other people are doing, especially if they're in the same kind of genre arena that I'm in. I kind of look at them and I'm just kind of like, why does mine not look like that? Why don't I have that? And what am I doing wrong? What do I need to do better? What can change? Like, what is happening? So I am a very huge critic of myself. Like, no one really has to say anything to me because I probably already said it all to myself, right? So I was having one of those moments lately or whatever, and then the live popped up on my memory. So I'm watching the live and I'm noticing all of the things that some people may not pay attention to. Number one, I'm noticing that I am literally holding my phone in my hand. So the phone is in my hand and the picture is kind of, wobbly or whatever. So I'm noticing that. Then I noticed that I have this backdrop that I bought from Amazon and I put it behind me as I'm doing the video. And I noticed as well, I am sitting in a chair in the video. You can't see the chair in the video, but I know that it's there. Also, it is a corner of my bathroom where I am recording the live. Nobody would ever know that if I didn't tell them. So I'm thinking about all these things, and the lighting was from whatever was in my bathroom that I used. I had some lamps in there that I set in there, and my light that's already in my bathroom. So I'm looking at all of this and I'm like, that's where I started years ago. Even before that little setup, I just was sitting with a phone in my hand. And sometimes you'll find lives of videos with me sitting in my car and I'm just recording a video. So I did those things because God told me to start doing them. Because, as a matter of fact, let's go back. I started on YouTube at first and I switched to live when live started getting popping. And so I did that with the thought of, because God told me to do it. And God said, just do it. Don't wait until it looks great. Don't wait until everything lines up. Don't wait until you like what it is. Don't wait until you have this script. Don't wait till everything is all together. Just do it. So I took that concept and I went ahead and I just did it. I went ahead and I just started doing the videos. And let me remind everyone how petrified I was of speaking in front of people. So I was also petrified to do videos because I'm like, nobody's gonna listen to me. Why they care about what I gotta say? They don't care. It's not gonna matter. So why am I doing this? But it's something that God put in me to do. And so from there, I moved to having a desk in the corner of my room, the same desk. Because I took a break from Facebook and all that kind of stuff. I took a break from doing videos. And God had been pushing me to get back into it. And I was just like, no, I'm kind of good. But I got back into it. And I had this desk. And so I put some little things on it and say, okay, I got this desk. Then at first I was doing it. And I think I started and it wasn't a backdrop. I can't remember. But then I had my sister help me make a backdrop. So we put this backdrop up. Well, not this one. It was another one in the corner of my room. Because my room is pretty big. So it's the corner of my room with the desk, with the backdrop. And we had like flowers. And as some of y'all remember, because it wasn't too long ago, I just switched it up. So we had that. So in the corner of my room, with the light in my room, and with one small ring light. Like the ring light is like literally probably this big, because that's something that I saw in the store and I said, oh, I need that. So I had my phone on the ring light, and thank you, Angelica. Thanks for popping in, even though you have to go back to work. Thank you. So had that or whatever, and did my videos from this desk in my room. Then as children started to move out of my home, we bless God, rooms became free. So my husband was like, hey, I want to turn one of these rooms into your studio. And I'm like, hey, we can do that. So you can have a whole entire room to yourself that you just do all of your videos and whatever else you want to do in it. So we got to working, we got to doing things, we got to thinking, it's not completely finished yet, but now you see this, where now we have this whole, little scenery behind me, and it's an entire room now. So I say all of that to say it reminded me of where I started. It reminded me of how the small things can make you feel like you don't need to do it. It reminded me of how You cannot ever know what God has for you. And I'm not even close or there yet. Yes, it's a room now, but honey, let me tell you, I declare and decree that one day it's going to be a real life studio. And one day I'm going to have a show that everybody is going to come to. I declare and decree that one day I will be around here and y'all going to see me, and I'm going to have views beyond views, and I'm going to have people watching me and followers beyond followers. I am going to have that because so far, just out of my own home, my words and my videos have opened doors for opportunities that I never would have thought of. It has touched hundreds of lives just out of me doing videos. And I've got speaking engagements, radio interviews, all other kind of stuff, more clientele, all of that because I just started. Because I just went and I took a step. And because I just trusted what God saw in me, even though I didn't see it in myself. And I had other people around me saying, you know, what they saw in me. And I'm just like, I don't know. You never know. So you can't look at what's around you. You can't look at what only is in your hand. Use what's in your hand. Use what you have. This has always also created opportunities for people to connect with me because they see what's in me and they say, hey, I want to help you. Hey, I want to help you out. Listen, I'm one of those people, if you see something that you think I could do better, help me, let me know. I'm one of those people, if you want to reach out a helping hand, I will grab your hand. I'm one of those people. I'm not going to ever sit here and be like, I know it better than you and you can't tell me nothing and I don't want your help. The devil is a liar, especially if you're not trying to charge me off the head like some of these people do in the world, okay? But it just reminded me and it gave me such a peace and it gave me this calm in my mind and in my spirit that no matter what I think, no matter how I feel, there are lives being touched. There are lives being changed. No, I may not look like the next person. No, I may not be doing the same thing as the next person. But what I have learned by staying in your own lane, you will get where you need to be. Instead of us trying to do things like somebody else. And it's all great. Imitation is the greatest form of flattery. I have learned that it's okay to watch other people and be like, ooh, I like how they do that and I like how they do that. Take pieces from that, take some stuff from that, and you do what you need to do with that and you keep it pushing. Do not allow what you see outside of you to deter you. Don't allow the followers, don't allow the viewers, don't allow the content, don't allow that stuff to stop you and hinder you because everyone had to start somewhere. Everyone had to start somewhere. And you have to look in yourself and you say, hey, what is it about me that I need to do different? What is it about me that I may need to change? What is it about me that I'm not doing right? Something that you may have to do, and I know one of the things that it is consistency. You have to be consistent because people want to see consistency. People want to see you sticking with something. They don't want to be all, oh, I'm hype about this one day and then the next day you gone and they don't know nothing that's going on and they don't know why you disappeared or they don't know why you changed and all that other kind of stuff. That's not what people want. People want to see you consistently being you. Not trying to be somebody else, not trying to be part of the in crowd, not trying to be famous, not trying to be on the what they call it, the tailcoat of somebody else. That's not what people want to see from you. People want to see you being genuine and real. That's what has gotten me to the place that I am at right now. Again, no, I'm not in the place that I would love to be in, but I'm far from where I was. I'm far from where I started. I'm far from where I thought I would be. I didn't even think it would be this much. I wouldn't even think it would be this serious. I didn't even think that it would go this long. Like that was, I can't even tell you how many years ago that was that I even started doing videos, and I have transitioned so much and changed so much as a human being. And let me help y'all. Something that has freed me in the last year or so of my life. Stop expecting the people around you to be the ones that high-five you and hooray you and celebrate you the most. Those may be the very people that don't pay attention to anything that you do. sorry to tell you, I have some people, I could name them, but I'm not petty and nasty like that. But don't sit here and don't look at the fact that your mama or your daddy or your sister or your brother or your friend or whoever is not supporting you or being a part of what you got going on. Don't worry about that, because while you're sitting around worried about who's not supporting you and who's not there for you and who's not looking out for you and who's not celebrating you, you're missing out on the greatest things in life. You're missing out on your next level. You are missing out on what God has for you on the other side, because you're sitting around, you're saying, woe is me, nobody cares, they're not watching, they're not paying attention. If I paid attention to views and followers and all that kind of stuff, I would have quit by now. And I'm going to be very, very honest. There have been many times, even as of late, that I wanted to quit. And I'm telling you, there have been key people, one majorly my husband, that have kept me on track and said, don't you give up and don't you stop, because you never know whose life is going to be touched. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to change. But if you give up on you, how you expect anybody else to believe in you? We cannot expect other people to believe in us when we give up on ourselves so easily. We give up on ourselves so easily. We just like bump this, I give up, I don't care anymore, all this kind of stuff. And it's like, but you out here, you want other people to hooray you and you want other people to get on this train with you, but you're not even on the train. You're not even there. You're not even doing, what you should be doing. Like, how do you expect someone else to believe in that? How do you expect that? Yeah, Jayla. Yeah, for real. Like, how do you expect other people to definitely support and to believe and to follow you and all that kind of stuff when you're the one, you talk yourself down, you talk down about yourself, you talk bad about yourself? Like, you got to cut it out. I have said this thing for years, and I've said this phrase for years, and I would want to say I'm the originator over it, but I probably got it from somebody else, who knows? But I've been saying it for years. Change your language. We say change what you're saying and all that kind of stuff, but I say change your language, because changing your language means that you change the spirit of what you're saying. You change the tone of what you're saying. You don't just change what you say, because we can change words all day, but if you still say it with the same tone, if you still say it with the same spirit, if you still say it with the same kind of thinking, it's still going to come out wrong. So all day you can say, I'm a great person, I believe in me, I'm wonderful, I'm great, I am powerful, I am an amazing woman, I am an amazing man. You see how effective that is? That's not effective. What it do is have people looking at you like, what's wrong with them? Why are they talking like that? What's the problem? But if you say, I am amazing, I am wonderful, I believe in myself, I know I am great, I know I'm going somewhere, I am powerful, I am mighty, I am wonderful, and there's nothing you can say about it. That is convincing. That is convincing. So you have to change the language of how you say something. Change your language. Change it. And that hit me in the last few weeks, really, that came back to me so heavy, because instead of me pointing out all the negative, because a lot of times we can point out the negative stuff, we can point out what's wrong, we can point out what's not good, we can point out this and that and what somebody's done to us and who's not supporting and all this and that and our haters and people against us. We can point out all that stuff so easily. And we can forget the ones who have been there for us. We can forget the people that do believe in us. We can forget the amazing things that we have done and we are doing. We can forget all of that because we're focused on the negative stuff. And it's easier to focus on the negative. It's so much easier to focus on negative. So much easier. But if you take time out of your day and out of your moment, when you have that low thinking, when you're looking down and you're not believing in yourself, try to change that around and say, you know what? Yes, I feel down right now. Yes, I feel this kind of way right now. Yes, I'm seeing what's in front of me right now, but I am going to believe that something is better. I am going to believe that there is something great. I am going to believe that I can do more. I'm going to believe that. And when you start to believe that, it will get so into your spirit and into your mind and into the way you carry yourself and the way that you do life that nobody can tell you anything. Listen, I'm getting to this point where, let me tell you something. Once God has told me something, there's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can do. You can have your opinions and all that stuff, and I may take in your opinion and your thoughts. I may take it in, but I'm not going to change the whole dynamic of who I am based off of how you see me. I refuse. I've worked too hard. I've done too much. I've been too great. I have a great God that is ruler over my life, and to let somebody who does not even compare to him have some kind of weight in my life, that's crazy. That's absolutely insane. I'm going to take your word over God's. I'm going to take the way that you see me over how God sees me. I'm going to take the way that you believe and how you see things over how God... Are you crazy? No, because guess what? When all the cards are on the table, when everything falls down, who is going to be there consistently is God. And when we remind ourselves that people don't owe us anything, that's something that I really legit had to get in my mind and has lifted so much weight off of me. People don't owe you anything. Yes, you may have been there for them. Yes, you may have done this for them. And yes, you may have gave them or whatever. It does not mean that you own them. It does not mean that they have to repay you. That does not mean that they have to do the same for you. It doesn't mean that. And this other thing that I would tell you too, peep and adjust. I should do a whole video off of that, but I'm just going to say it real quick. Peep and adjust. Peep people's way of handling you. Peep the way that they do things. Peep how people treat you. Peep all that out. And you don't got to go off. You ain't got to read them their rights. You ain't got to say anything. You ain't got to treat them any kind of way. Just adjust. Just move. Move their title, change their title, whoever they are in your life, demote them or remove them. Change who you are, how you approach it, and just keep it pushing. Because this is how I feel about my life. At 38 years old, yes, I'm 38, I know. At 38 years old, at this point in my life, I am not here to prove to anyone who I am. I'm not here to prove to anyone how great I am. I'm not here to prove to anyone that I will be there for them. I'm not here to prove to anyone that I can do anything. That's not for me to do. I have done all I can do, and at this point in life, if people don't believe that I am who I am, it is what it is. Because what I found out about the world is you can do one thing they don't like, and your whole character is demolished. Like, they forget every good thing you've done in life. They forget how amazing they said you were. They forget how great you are. They forget all of those things if you do one thing they don't like. And I'm not going to predicate my life on you liking me today or tomorrow because I made a mistake today. I'll make a mistake in the future. I'll do something that, you know, is not right. We all are going to do something that someone does not like. We're not everyone's cup of tea. I've learned that too. It was a time that, and I know I posted it the other day. There was a time that I tried really hard to get people to like me. I tried really hard. I wanted people to like me. I wanted to make sure I didn't offend people. I wanted to make sure I didn't rub people the wrong way. And in all of my efforts, I still ended up rubbing people the wrong way, doing something wrong, saying something wrong. Still to this day, I can handle a situation wrong. But that's not the way to live life. That is not a good way to live. That is not a good way to conduct your life, predicated off of if you're going to offend somebody, or if someone is going to not like you, or you're going to say something or do something that someone doesn't agree with. That's not a way to live your life. So you gotta keep just being you. And now if you nasty and you disrespectful and all this other kind of stuff, now you may need to make an adjustment to your character and the way that you treat people and stuff, yes. But overall, don't predicate who you're going to be over how people feel, and not offending somebody, and not making people feel bad. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm a straight shooter. Anybody that talks to me know that. I'm a straight shooter. I'm going to say it, and then I'm going to be looking at you like, oh, I didn't know that was wrong to say. Because a lot of times I really don't feel like it's wrong to say. But I tell people all the time, if you can't handle that, I'm not the person to hang around with you. I'm not the person that you should call friend. If you cannot handle me being straight up, if you cannot handle my assertiveness, if you cannot handle, me being me, I don't know what to tell you. And it's okay, because there are a lot of people in the world that you can be in company with and friends with. You don't have to be cool with me. You don't have to hang around me. I mean, literally, everybody isn't made for you, okay? Everybody isn't made for you. So, I just want you all to not forget where you started, not forget where you are before you get started, not to forget where your help comes from and who you trust, because God has something. God has something amazing for you. He has something awesome for you that if you just step and if you just move, you never know where it will take you. You never know who would see you and who will hear your name. You never know. But if you sit back and you woe is me and sit in the corner of your room and say, you know what, I'm not going to deal with anybody, anything, or whatever, you'll never know. You'll never reach it. So I'm telling you, do not despise your small beginning. Yes, you may have a few dollars in the bank, but hey, who knows? One day, you may wise up. But see, a lot of times we look for the instant of stuff. Like we want it to happen quick. But a lot of times it takes effort and work. Save your money. Save a little bit here and there. You never know. Your bank account may change and you're like, oh, I didn't know that $5 that I didn't spend on that coffee and put it in my bank account. Now my bank account has gotten bigger. You would never know. You don't know. If I go to walk in for 30 minutes a day, in a few months, I may come down off this weight. You never know. You never know. They would tell me all the time when I would say I'm scared of talking to people, and people were like, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. That was, again, I say every time I say it, that sounds like the dumbest thing. But listen, now y'all see y'all can't get me to shut up. So just keep doing it. That idea that you have and you don't see the money, just do it. Start somewhere. That business that you want to begin and you don't see the connections, just start somewhere. You never know. That book you want to write and you don't see where it can go, just start writing. Just start doing it. You never know. Some of the people that we some of the people that we look up to the most started somewhere small. They did not start out their first video getting millions of followers. They did not start out their first day opening their business making millions of dollars. They didn't start out the first time they grabbed the mic having millions of people in the audience. They didn't start out that way. Start. I know it's a cliche now, and I know people just like, everybody keeps saying just start. I just don't know. Just start. if we look at the time, just off of now with this whole COVID thing, we have been in this thing literally, how long now? It's been, what, this is September? It's been happening since like the beginning of the year. And in this time, a lot of things have changed like that. So who knows? When you just start something and you look back over your life, we all say, where did the time go? Where did the time go? That time does go real fast, but if you put the effort in on the front end and you can look back on the back end and you can say, dang, when I started out in school, I did not think I would be graduating with my doctorate a few years later. I didn't think when I started this business that I would have so many people, so many clients. Listen, one of my greatest friends, one of my best friends, she called me and said she had this dream about us and it had to do with business. And when she said the dream and she told me what it was, I didn't say, oh friend, I don't see that happening. Oh friend, because right now where I'm at, I don't think that's gonna be great. Oh no, friend, I don't know, because I don't believe. I said, no, friend, let's go. Because even if we start out with one or a few dollars, or just because you're in Atlanta and I'm in Jacksonville, see, we let a lot of things get in the way. But if we start, who knows? Who knows? Who knows that what will come out of it? We may have a business here in Jacksonville, a business here in Atlanta, or a business together in the same city, or businesses over here, and business over there, and this and that, clients over here, clients over there, You never know. Just start. And don't get mad because it's not happening as quick or how you want it to happen. Just start and don't despise it, because let me help y'all. A lot of this stuff that y'all see that's glittery and people doing these great things, we are finding out in 2020 that a lot of these people are not who they say they are. And a lot of these people are not doing legit business. And a lot of these people are undercover and underhanded. We're finding that out. So don't sit back and say, oh, so-and-so got this and so-and-so got that. But one day they may fall because they jacking stuff up, because they're not doing it the right way. I posted one day, remember, the tortoise beat the hare. Because the hare thought that he had it together, and he thought he was going to do this thing because he's the hare. And he wins because he's quicker. But he wasn't smarter, and he wasn't dedicated, he wasn't consistent. The tortoise just kept going. No matter how fast the hare looked, and I know it's a fake story, but it's real life. No matter how fast the hare was, and no matter how quick the hare could get there, no matter how slow the tortoise was, he just kept going. You have to think, because in my mind, that no matter what, I'm going to keep going, even if I don't get there as fast as they do. But that doesn't always mean better, because they got there faster. You may be long lasting, they may just be instant. Come on, that's a word. They may just be instant. You may be forever. You can't compare. You can't do that. You can't worry about that. And a lot of people get hyped off of what people show them, but they don't know them people real life for real. And that always blows me, because people get real hyped off of folk who show these great appearances. Oh, okay. And then you get your feelings hurt when you find out they're not what they say they are. Yeah, because you were in love with a facade. You didn't try to look deeper. And that's something I always do, because one thing about me, if I'm going to follow you, if I'm going to believe in you, if I'm going to connect to you, I'm going to pay attention to a lot of stuff that a lot of people won't pay attention to. Because I don't want to be stuck behind you or with you or around you, and I'm like, dang, man, I really believed in that person. I really thought that they were this and that. And learn that people are human and people will fail you every time. Learn that. Use your discernment of who to connect to and who to be around, so that whenever you start or whatever you have already started, when you keep going, they are there and they're helping you to get to the next level. Make sure you're being wise about that. All right, so I don't know how long I've been on here, but I'm going to get off of here. I thank you guys for joining me. Make sure you like, comment, and share. Make sure you share this. Make sure you share this. Contact me if you would like. You can contact me at thecompletewoman19@gmail.com to book me. Okay. You can book me. You can ask me questions. You can even tell me topics you want to talk about. You can do all of that at that email as well. Again, go to YouTube and subscribe, Latoya Kight, and hit the notification bell so you can know when I upload. Also, the Complete Woman podcast. Like I said, I'm still working to figure out the kinks of that, but we got that going, and I think that's it. And on Instagram and Facebook. Hey, listen, this page right now that I'm doing the live on, this is not where a lot of my stuff goes. It goes to my brand page, Latoya Kight. Latoya S. Kight is just my personal page that I just have a little something here and there on. But a lot of my stuff that I do with the Complete Woman, all the other kind of stuff, events that I do and all of that, that will be on that page. I just didn't do the video on this page, on that page, because I couldn't share it to another page, to this page or whatever. I don't know. Technology is crazy. I was trying to figure it out. But please go to that page and follow me and like that page. And as well, I have a group for women, the Complete Woman group. Go to that group now and join the group. Join the group. We're going to start doing some things. We already did. I did a girls' night powwow. If anybody has ever been to one of my girls' nights in person physically, you would have loved the virtual one I did. I'm going to try to do another one. And as well, y'all, look out for Girls Jam 2020. Yes, it's going to be virtual, but look out for it. Toya's Girls Jam. That's coming up as well. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I have. So like I said, contact me, reach out to me, all that kind of stuff. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I could not do anything without y'all. I promise you. People say it all the time, but for real, if there is nobody watching me, if nobody's paying attention, then what am I doing? Right. So, love you guys. I appreciate you. Goodbye, my loves. Goodbye, my